Now, retailers in England are gearing themselves up for the introduction of a 5p levy on single-use plastic bags from October this year. The charge on shoppers is being introduced in a bid to cut litter and reduce damage to the environment, and it'll affect companies employing over 250 people. And a similar charge is already in place in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, and has dramatically reduced the use of plastic bags in all three places. But the levy, when introduced in England, won't cover all shops. So how effective will it prove to be here? Well, Smruti Sriram is Chief Executive of Supreme Creations. They're the UK's largest producer of reusable shopping bags made from natural fibres. Alice Ellison is from the British Retail Consortium. Alice, if I can come to you first, the evidence from these other places where the charge has been introduced show it works. So why has England taken so long to follow suit?
Yes, it does. It does. If a charge is introduced, it does prompt shoppers to think about bringing their own bags with them. But unfortunately, England is choosing to go down a slightly different route. So the reason it's worked so well in Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales is it applies to all single-use bags, so that's paper bags as well as plastic, and it also applies to all shops, whereas in England it will only, as you've said, only apply to larger shops, larger businesses, and it will also only apply to single-use carrier bags. So while you will see the big reductions from plastic carrier bags handed out by large retailers, you will still see a lot of carrier bags around, paper and bags used by smaller retailers.
So most small shops, most corner shops, but also quite a lot of substantially larger shops will still not be covered, won't they? Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
It's a start, though, and it's going to surely help the environment.
It is a start. We would say that the legislation is unnecessarily complex and is actually a missed opportunity. We've also maintained that when you're looking at the environment, there are actually bigger issues to focus on in waste and sustainability. And if the government's decided to focus on this, which is a relatively minor issue, then let's get it right. OK,
let me bring in Smruti Sriram. I mean, bags aren't the biggest environmental issue, as Alice says. Are the benefits being overstated?
I don't think the benefits are being overstated. It's true, as Alice mentioned, that plastic bags aren't the biggest contributor to environmental damage. But is there a panacea? Is there a silver bullet? And frankly, the reusable bag is a sort of everyman product. And if it can allow consumers to think twice when they are grabbing a sort of single-use plastic bag at the checkout and think about their reusable bags, it's prompting them to think about what are they doing and what are the effects on the environment. So I think it's partly a great opportunity for influencing consumer habits.
Now, your bags cost around £3. At a time when people are more cost conscious, perhaps, than ever, will they pay that for a shopping bag?
Well, actually, we produce a wide variety of options at Supreme Creations. We produce cotton bags from as little as 30 and 40 pence, right up to very luxurious canvas bags for London Fashion Week at £4 or £5. So we really try and cater towards very small businesses. We have low minimum runs at 200 units, and we can produce millions of units as well. So I guess we are the everyman supplier. And just going back to Alice's point, I think it's an opportunity certainly for larger retailers to bring back this case to the British public. I mean, we've seen huge reductions in Wales and Northern Ireland at 79% and 71% respectively, and I hope that England sort of benefits as well.
Alice, the big retailers can charge for plastic bags, as you pointed out. Companies like Smith's are making money selling durable shopping bags. Could the smaller retailers be missing out financially here?
Well, yes. I mean, our membership and other organisations representing smaller retailers have always said that they would like to be included in the charge. And the government response has been that smaller retailers can voluntarily include themselves in the charge. But the problem with that is that if you're a shop and you decide to charge for carrier bags and a similar shop down the road doesn't, then you're at a competitive disadvantage. So it's unlikely that they would. But yes, the benefits of doing so means that you're giving out less bags, so it's sort of a lower cost to you, and also you have the opportunity to donate to the proceeds, net proceeds, to local good causes.
Smruti Sriram, just one last thing. I mean, I think you think that actually these can be quite almost rather more than bags. They're almost kind of fashion icons, if you like.
Absolutely. I mean, what we've noticed over the past sort of 5 or 6 years, as the recession has hit, some of the smarter retailers such as Topshop, River Island, have come to us for our creative and design expertise, and we think that the reusable bags are great walking billboards for brands. They last over 5,000 times, so you can reuse them over 5,000 times, and therefore your message can permeate across the high street or when you go shopping or such. And I think it is a wonderful opportunity for small and large retailers to use the reusable bags to promote whatever message they want, whether it's fashion or environmental.
Smruti Sriram, Alice Allison, thank you very much indeed. And do tell us about your taste in bags. We've just about got time for that. Now, we stay with shopping, or rather avoiding it. No shopping,